Hi guys, my name's Jared, I'm an engineer, and today I'm going to talk to you about the IsaBlender bases. One thing that frustrates me with these bases sometimes is that there will be food that gets caught inside of them. These rubber gaskets do an okay job, but sometimes the shake will leak down underneath it. And that shake will sometimes dry and then become smelly, and you wash it and you're like, I just washed it, how come there's that hard stuff, crusty stuff still on there? Well, it takes a little bit more cleaning to get that off, and sometimes it's just difficult and tough. So one thing you can do is take this whole thing apart, and then you have the piece all by itself, and you can just make sure that thing gets super clean. You can submerge it, it's no big deal. You're not going to have any water drying inside of it, any of that stuff. So just an informative note, these double blade bases are actually what you're supposed to be using when you're making your shakes. The flat blades are for dry ingredients only. So I just learned that today, which is crazy because I've been using isogenics for almost a whole year. You learn something new every day. Let's start by taking apart this base. On this base, you're going to have a side that is dull. You'll have a dull side and you'll have a sharp side. You want to put your fingers on both of the dull sides. That way you don't cut yourself. Then you're going to go and screw clockwise, which is really weird because normally in any screw application, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. In this situation, it's opposite of that because it's a blender and this thing constantly is being turned inside the blender. So just, secure your fingers back here, unscrew this till it comes off. Part 1 is now off and on the table. Underneath that is part 2. It's a little plastic washer. And it does come off. There it is. Part 2 is now on the table. We'll put these here. Hopefully you can see them in the video. And then the next part is to take off part 3, which is the blade itself. And so I've just pushed underneath with my finger till it gets up here, and then I just kind of pull it off. Sometimes you'll get a little squeaking sound like nails on chalkboard, but you just persist through it and then you get it out. There's one thing to note is there's a plastic washer on the blade itself, so be sure that stays on, or you can take it off, whatever you want to do. But just be sure to put it back on when you put it together. The next part, so these are supposed to be glued on. And my issues that I was having is that they weren't glued. I put them in the dishwasher, I think the glue got heated up too much, and then it wasn't working very well, so I kept getting these little miniature gaps. And so you get shake inside there, and it got gross. But once you get this off, you can just take the metal piece off the plastic piece. And then you can go and clean this, you can wipe this off, and then you're good to go. Just reassemble it, and then you're all done. So you can just watch the video in reverse to put it together, or I'll keep talking, and you can see how to do it in real time. So once you've got it all cleaned off, this is a good time to maybe reapply some of your own glue that might hold up better. But put the glue on, put this guy on there, make sure it's all lined up. Then take your blade, reinsert. Ooh, there was that squeaky sound. It's in. Put the next part number 2, the plastic washer, go and put that guy in. And then now is kind of the tricky part. You have to somehow you have to screw this thing on while keeping the sharp edges secured. So the trick for that is just get something that you can push on. I've got my disassembled Celebration wristband with me tonight. So I just go and put it right here on the sharp edge, get it nice and secured in there so I can push against it. Then I'm going to take my blender blade, or the metal, part one, we'll just call it part one. And then I'm going to put it on counterclockwise, which is just really, really weird. It's weird. But you do it a couple times, it's not so weird. Just like inappropriate jokes. And you just keep turning it on, and it slowly gets tougher and tougher. Just make sure you don't cut yourself. And once you've got it tight, then it's all good to go. And there it is. It's going to spin just like a champ. So once again, I could do my dry food processing in here. You know, do the same thing with this for the actual shakes, and then you're good to go. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot, and have a good one.